Hi guys, I just wanted to talk about a scenario that took place over the recent peak season. I had owners reach out to myself in regards to wanting to idle their capacity while they travel for 8 weeks. Onboarding is a lengthy process that takes place, making sure the property is ready for incoming guests. It can be a daunting kind of experience, particularly for larger homes, that takes place over many weeks and can include compliance as well as home guides and just general kind of cleaning out of the property. Many owners tend to wait for a booking to come through before they start the onboarding process. However, these owners were heavily invested in making sure that the property was ready for any last minute booking, as we were heavily invested in their property as well. Ultimately, it had been a few weeks of the since the property was on our website, and come late December, many last minute inquiries were coming through, in which this case insurance company was looking for a 6 week stay. Shayna successfully was onboarding the process, and the owners were continuously in contact with us and how they could efficiently have the property ready for a scenario like this. Granted, onboarding can take many weeks, as mentioned. They had done all the hard work, which allowed for very minimal work on both their side and ours to incorporate for this last minute booking to take place. Insurance companies in particular have really extended stays with very last minute kind of inquiries, which kind of hinders a lot of opportunities as many other owners, not just within our portfolio, but across in general, are not ready to things and have given these owners put trust in us and delivering a result for them, we were able to turn this inquiry around into a confirmed booking within 24 hours. That included putting linen on the beds, cleaning the property, making sure the property was fully compliant as well. This booking essentially wouldn't have taken place if the onboarding process hadn't have been followed in advance, due to the amount of time that goes into it and having the property ready. As mentioned, we were able to turn this around with very quick succession, and this ultimately resulted in the owner achieving over $40,000 for a 6 week stay, which is a great result. We tend to bring on properties that we know will convert, and having that trust within us, as we do with our owners, makes this experience really quite great. The key learnings with this is that insurance companies do like to book through agencies, not just us, but in general, we have very strict processes that have to be followed that allow for any kind of challenge that may take place. In this instance, a very last minute reservation being needed. Since the owners have returned to the property is in the exact same condition as when before the guests arrive. Both the owner is extremely satisfied with how the whole experience went, as was the guest. Both have actually left really positive reviews. Granted, that's not very a common procedure with last minute bookings, as they're very highly stressful situations being displaced out of their usual home. Our goal at property providers is to help people live better, and that goes for both guests and owners. And this scenario really does show that with mutual investment into us managing the property and trusting our process that we had in place allowed for both a great owner and guest experience.